Termination command received. Now executing user credential logoff.
Than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets. Up the sky, look, it's a giant bird.
Termination command received. Now executing user credential logoff.
Than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets. Up the sky, look, it's a giant bird.
Termination command received. Now executing user credential logoff.
Than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets. Up the sky, look, it's a giant bird.
Termination command received. Now executing user credential logoff.
Than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets. Up in the sky, look! It's a giant bird. It's a plane.
Termination command received.
Alright, it is time. It is another night of streaming, and we are back at it. I'm gonna just move this over, let the mic have some space. Unfortunately, it doesn't want to agree. Hopefully that sounds good for everyone. Still working on the best placement for it. So, gonna be playing a little bit of Blade Assault tonight. So this is a game that recently came out of early access state. I've played it before on stream, so anyone who's been watching my content for a little bit may be familiar with the game, but it's a beat 'em up with upgrades that are like a roguelike system. And I mean, I grew up with beat 'em ups, so this is like my genre, so I am completely prepared for something like this. But the game it's a solid game. I like the graphic design, I like the music in it, and the gameplay holds up. So I mean, that's what I look for. I look for good gameplay, I look for good graphics, and the art style that it goes for. But let's just kick this over. I'm just making sure everything is up and running. The game just had an update, so you know how it is when there's an update. There's always the fear that something breaks whenever something else is fixed. There we go. Just getting booted up. This is the boring part. You know, they threw it in last minute. I did not expect an update to come out today. Seems they're just rebalancing everything now that we're in full release. Gonna kick it over to the proper screen though. Oh, we still have to set to that. But yeah, I hope everyone's night's going well. Just got some cold brew to make it through the night. Do not tell me it is doing this again. Must forgive me, I've found that this game did a thing where sometimes there's updates and the controller won't work. And I'm honestly not capable of playing this without a controller. At least not in a way where I can get any progress going. Come on. Oh, come now. I just had to fix this recently too. It's funny because it says it reads the controller and then does nothing. You know, I say it every time, something will go wrong, and it's not about when, it's not about if, it's about when, so sometimes you just need to run your luck and see what happens. Okay, so you're telling me that you're working. I wonder what it is about the updates that keep making it so that the controllers don't read properly. Seems like a bit of an oversight to have something with your game where it can update and completely destroy compatibility for controller setups. Considering it's like begging to be played with one. It's funny because I did try something that I saw even on their Steam page of disconnecting your controller for a little bit, giving it a chance to flush out, and then hitting it with a reconnect, and that seemed to have worked last time. Let's see if that was it. Okay. Game wants to be moody, so I think I have to pull a full restart of Steam. Which is just a joke, but here we are. Rolling with punches. Yeah, what I'm actually kind of interested in what's going to happen is, since we're getting the Steam Deck soon, how it's going to affect the way that Steam runs. Like, I mean, I have a Steam Link, so I'm used to running big picture mode with that. I'm curious how this new update's going to kind of adjust everything. What I don't get is why the boot time on this game is so bad, considering it's not like a super intense game. Maybe I'll have to start playing games off an SSD, which the prices actually have come down a little bit. I've seen this happen where the SSDs were actually, for an M.2, really reasonably priced for a terabyte, so I might have to look into that if I keep running into problems like this where I'm booting and debooting games. Yeah, I need to create a technical problems screen. That's going to be next on the list. Oh, what's a scene that you think is completely necessary for a streamer? One that just says, like, we are having technical issues. I feel like you could save a lot of heartache with one of those. Okay. Could have sworn that was how I fixed it last time. You know what? Do I have a... When in doubt, switch devices. Because if that controller chooses to not work, I always have another. It's kind of about trying to find out exactly where we can fix the issue. Literally played this the other day and there was nothing wrong. Okay. And it seems this day is choosing violence. So, what we're going to do is, while I'm messing around with all of this, I'm going to at least try to do a run on keyboard and mouse. For better or worse. Okay. Okay. Getting something like that early on would be nice. Wait, I can get early bonuses like this? I've apparently been getting all of the best upgrades for this game in order. No, can't afford any of that. Okay. Okay, yeah, definitely weird playing this with a keyboard and mouse. Just kind of feels like I have less control over what I'm doing. Which isn't a good feeling, but hey, gotta make it work. Okay, yeah, up the attack speed. Let's go. Okay. Alright, totally got a plan. Let's see what you got. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay. Getting a decent build going. Okay. Enemies bleed now. Yeah, I'm pretending like it's about making a viable build. Like I haven't played this game enough to realize that every option is viable. It's all about making it work for you. I'm not really a believer in the whole, oh, this is the best build and the builds that you have to use thing. Let's see. We'll go this way. Easy peasy. Alright, let's see what frost ability we can get. Yep, turn them into spears. Look at that. Just pure intimidation. Okay, so next we're getting a lightning core. Okay. Alright, boss fight. I do very much enjoy his boss music, so not too mad that he's the first boss, since he's the one you see the most. I think first boss design is probably the most important in a game, since the first boss is the one that characters, well, I say characters, players are going to run into the most. Are you serious? How did I miss? Alright, take the lightning core. Alright. Upgrade the chain lightning. What do you got for me? It's electric energy to the weapon, increases weapon attack. Increase damage. Ooh. Damaging enemy calls down a thunderbolt. I can feel like Almighty Zeus. So I will definitely take that. Ah. That's a weapon, sub-weapon. Alright, let's go. Oh, Let's go in the teleporter. For some reason, I think I had to talk to this guy again. Alright. Better ice cores. You know what? I think we got a solid build going. So it's either the explosion or ice shards drop. But it's an epic one, so yeah, I'll take an epic upgrade. Pretty much what I'll do is I'll avoid any upgrades that aren't just the main 3 buttons that I'm using. Like, yes, I'm gonna kind of playstyle myself into a hole, but have to work with the restriction I was given at the start of this run. Like, if the game could consistently not have controller problems, it would honestly be just a splendid time. Because it's such a... It seems like something small, but, I mean, if the controller doesn't work when the game is clearly meant to be played on one, there's an issue. Let's see if we have any fun little upgrades down here. Okay. Okay, so getting a little reckless. We're gonna play with extremely limited health, but there's the potential of every enemy killed to get more health. So the name of the game is never get hit and crank out the numbers. Oh, they did change this quite a bit. So I saw in the update that they were going to make this part a little bit easier to navigate, because it did have some issues with, you know, just they didn't give you a lot of panels, and you had to just kind of be good at jumps. Which isn't the most, like, welcoming thing for some people to just be put in a circumstance like that where it's like, well, figure it out, be good at this. Especially something which is, a lot of times, feels very precision-based. Yep, we'll do that because electricity is our main form of attack. Right, this button. Okay. Man, that keyboard is clicky today. Alright, what do we got? Increased damage dealt. Honestly, the only choice I can make. Wait. So I can change it so that it's... Huh. I'm gonna give that a try. So... Just look at it. Instead of having my normal spears that were doing the ice damage, we have electrified ones. So let's see how this works, because it'll do chain lightning when it hits people. Alright. Pretty good to have no health going into that. Like, I probably shouldn't take 2 health reduction abilities, but hey, make it work. Take that, do that. What you got for me? Oh, so, yep, I think I remember this one. So yeah, instead... Okay, I think we're all set. Yes, do more electric damage. So the other time I was playing this, I played it where I was picking up the chests that increase your danger level. And like, yeah, I still got pretty far, but I don't think I truly realized how much those increases affected my game. Like, I think I was max danger level by the time I made it to the first boss. And, like, there wasn't a reason to play like that. I just was doing stuff. Ooh. Let's do this. The dash just a little bit more. And then, yeah. Here we go. That was instantaneous death. Alright, a little beat up, but we're still doing alright. Okay. Take that. Do this. And let's see what my man has. Let's browse some wares. Probably should have held on. Could have had something cooler. Okay, these lightning spheres, friggin' awesome. Oh. Need that. Let's see. And I have a lot of fire bonuses, so hopefully I can pull something worthwhile. What do we got? And then that has the potential to really work out for more fire abilities. Trying to build an empire of pain. Here we go. Spider boss. Come on, stop being so overzealous. Oh wait, I was paying attention. Also, the fact that the thing's called Charlotte is kind of funny. Ooh, double level. Damage of chain lightning? Hex yeah. Ugh, just shy of being able to do anything with that. Do that. Okay, take the shockwaves. And bam. Okay. I've also almost made it back to like starting health, which is a good sign. Well, that was annoying. No, come on. There it is. Just the whole floor just got electrified. Alright. What do we got next? Oh, they were all dead. It's always kind of funny when you like walk past something, you're like, oh right, I still gotta fight these guys. No, no you don't. You actually knocked all of them out. Like, you know, you're good. Why do I feel like there was supposed to be more to this area? Oh, they really skimmed this area out. Okay, let's see if I can keep doing this. Cooldown reduction is applied up to 95%. Alright. Let's just call the car. See if we can make it through. Okay. That's funny, it's a rosary to reduce the chance of stuff happening like that. Okay. We're at the lab now, so hopefully this won't turn into a bad time. Let's see. Oh, you have that stupid poison ability. There we go. Okay. Yep, do a quick heal. I'm up to 300, so like my health is coming back up. It's just, can I get it high enough in time to survive? Just thinking I have to get to a certain point for my offense to be, yeah, keeping me alive. Let's see. Wait, was there other doors? I don't know if there was another door. Ooh, boss max HP increase. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed that, but it's too late to make regrets. Okay. %30 increase on electric core damage. Hells yeah. Alright, let's go. Yeah, if I just keep leaning into the electrical, I should be fine. Let's see if Planto is gonna wreck me this time. Because this thing was brutal last time I fought it. Oh, come on. I shouldn't be using electrical attacks. Electricity is not very effective. Like, you're fighting a grass type, man. Why are you using electric attacks? Should have had more fire. Don't like that. Really don't like that. He's healing. Oh crap, he's healing. Wait, what? No. How many powers do you have? Okay. That's the thing, is when you have no idea what a boss can do, you're at a disadvantage. And the stupid controller is still not working. I don't know how many runs I can do without... Okay, you're still not up to play yet. Well, that was frustrating. I thought I was doing so good. See. You get killed, revive one time, or heal at the start of stage. I will reach level 30 for these ones. I'm only at level 25. Okay. All right. You know what, let's try a different character. Alright, what you got for me? We'll go with that because my whole thing involves summons. We'll go with fire. Okay. Becomes ignited and 2 stacks of burn. We'll go with this one. Oh yeah! I love me some poison attacks. Flame and poison? Like, just let me add it. Why have I not been doing this? Hold on. Oh yeah, let's do that. Then I can get... How have I not been upgrading character weapons? Like, I have a bad habit of doing this. If there's a system and I can somehow miss abilities like this, I do. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's a thing. Look, let's let me freeze. No, not freeze. Let me set you ablaze and poison you. We'll take the ice shield and we'll get some more fire. Literally, just laced with death in every attack. Let's see. Okay, so burn damage goes quicker. Hells yeah. It's a strategy. That's all. Just making it work. Okay. You're not gonna try ripping me off. Like, I can trust that. Come on. Yep, increase fire damage. Increase fire damage. Yep. There we go. And that's the move. Just keep increasing the damage I can do with fire. Okay. Oh, that's what it is. I'm like, wait a minute, what is your, I was trying to remember what her frickin' sub-weapon was. It's just chucking kunai. Bye! Do more fire. Just commit to the flame. There we go. Just have flames from the start and into your dash. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, can totally get behind that. Normal attacks are toxic and deal 100 damage. 1 per reduce the interval. Charge skill, attack to launch chain cycle. Okay. That's not going to be bad. So, poison the enemy, hit him with a shuriken, cause an explosion. It's fine. It's fine. There's a whole number of ways that this is going to be bad for you, Monsieur Frog. Blue skins, cigarettes, and a magnum. Your Mac. That's a way to be described. You're dead. You're done. Get out of here. The frost arrows are just too good to not use. Let's see. Now the flames don't go out till the person dies. So technically I could out-time a lot of these enemies now. See, sub-weapon attack, don't care about that. Give me more flames. Good. Like, all I have to do is reduce the time it takes for everything to tick, and then I can just tick more damage. Alright, bleed damage. Let's freaking go. See? Look how smooth this is. I mean, it's not as bad as when I was playing Vampire Survivors and I thought I had broke the game with how I was doing damage. But I think got a nice little synergy going. Just gotta keep building up on what I'm doing. Look at that. Alright, better crit rate. Okay. That's enough making the dash do more damage. Come on, have something good. Okay. 2% chance to recover. I'll take some more health. Especially fighting the Rat King down here. Alright, what you got for me? I mean, I'm working with a decent build. I should be able to get to Plano again. Okay, let's go. Alright. So frozen enemies I can crit up. If I can crit them up, I can knock them down. I did not expect there to be no enemies in here. What you got for me? Just because freezing them is going to up my crit chance. Because that's what I'm going to need at some point, is I'll just need to crit every frozen enemy. Try and keep myself together that way. Oh, not where I wanted to be. Nice. Poison got him. Do you think this is the end? She surely know how to hold a grudge. What you going to do about it? Self-destruct? Curse me? Could you stop wasting my time and get it over with? It's too much longer to keep that attitude. Why is there special dialogue right now? Have I not gotten this far with this character before? It's because they're different from the rest of resistance. Your use will drown. Do more of a hassle without you. This can do a bit of upgrades. Might I could do more. Upgrades to the... I didn't know the drone could get upgrades. Wait, what kind of upgrades can I do to the drone? I don't think I got this far with this character before. Which is actually kind of surprising. Let's see you here. I've been waiting for you. Thanks for taking care of Ramaton. Back to the ground level, thank you. Okay, so this is where we are told we have to go after the spider army. A great spider queen. Because who doesn't want to fight a spider queen? Blah. Blah. What do we got? There we go. Alright. Now we have the better version of the frost weapon. I haven't gotten an electrical upgrade in a bit, so let's see if we can get something worthwhile. There it is. See. Alright, boss is a little bit more health. I can deal with that though. I should really probably work on checking out restocks, what I could have. Let's see what Sophia has. New Chris, no fun. I can't believe this is ridiculous. Okay. Show me what you got. Okay, take a little bit of a health reduction, but now my weapon does more damage. Had a scratch. It'll just die from the effects. What do we got? More crit against frozen enemies? Hell yeah. Well, let's see if we can get something useful from that electric area. Come on. Okay. Yep. Do that. Literally, the fire core is just, like, gonna be wrecking for all it's worth. Love to see it. Love to see sticking to an entire stretch. Oh, I got shocked. I was about to say something real stupid. Fine, I'll take the electric vengeance. Bleh. It literally just backed me into, like, picking that option. Wait, my dash is 300? Nope. No, come on. Well, I got taken out by Charlotte. Not the best move. Like, I just wish this would. You're a pro, you're being sarcastic. No, I'm seeing it stronger. Okay, yeah, I need help. I swear, if I actually had the right things, it'd be different. Okay. Yep, we'll go with that. So enemies will explode when the freeze wears off. Okay. Oh yeah, I forget that there's a frickin' gun. Of all things, it's like, you know what? Here's a gun. Let's just throw one weird weapon out there. Yeah, we'll do that since we're gonna go into a fire area. What would be cool is if I ever had a point where everything I was using was epic builds. Because, you know, who doesn't want to be all epically geared out? Alright, let's go. Okay, increase damage, 11%. 11% is a good number to increase damage. A random number, but a good number. So that increases the chance of the other one, Goracell. Though, I will say, I need to catch myself a little bit of a gaming snack. And something I've learned over the years, these little dealies, these cups, helpful. Because it means I can create a situation where I have my snack and I don't dirty my hands. Because who wants to sully their hands while they're snacking? Wow, everything's out of my price range, and you had nice stuff. Can't believe you game acknowledging my brokenness like this. Movement speed. Hey, Nard. Soccer ended early? I didn't realize soccer was still going on. They got you playing indoors? Yes, indoors, but still cold. Yeah, I didn't realize you still had soccer going on right now. But yeah, just checking out Blade Assault. They have it in full release, so I have to see what all the game has now. What it doesn't have, though, is working support for the controller. I had to play around with it recently, got it fixed. Then it went down again, so I am without a controller in this game. I'm playing it keyboard. Oh, this guy again. I will say, as much as it sucks me doing the first boss fight again, because, I mean, roguelike rules, he at least has a good theme. Like, you can't get mad at him for having the saxophone in there. How is it with keyboard? Honestly, I do not like it with the keyboard, but I just have to play it this way. You're already dead. Oh, the burn wore off. I mean, it's playable. I don't like it, but it's not awful with a keyboard. I mean, for one, Z is jump, which is strange. So Z is jump, X is attack, C is dash, but then I have all these other abilities. So, like, I stopped using that. Just seemed kind of out of the way to use. I'd say that's the real problem, is stuff starts to seem kind of out of my way to use it. I just stopped using it. So I'm playing with like half the skills. Doesn't mean I'm at a disadvantage though. So did you manage to pull a win off on soccer? No, my co-ed team is on a losing streak, but my men's team is on a win streak, so it's 50-50. We call it balance. That's all that is. Also, it's kind of funny that I'm playing this, you know, keyboard and mouse. Oh wait, I don't want to play it. Doesn't mean I'm playing poorly. Barely seems like a handicap. I ate up all my M&Ms. There we go. Also, how are you handling that schedule, having work, school, and freaking soccer? Because that sounds like a no bueno combo. Worked 60 hours in the past 2 weeks on top of school and playing on 2 teams. Yeah, so you're dead inside. Got it. Hey, look at it this way. You keep working all those hours, then we can always work out that PC upgrade if you ever want to go that route. Why did he start healing? No, no, no. Trust me, I will soon. I haven't checked how the market is right now. I mean, after what we went through with all these part shortages, I don't think people are going to feel good about it anytime soon. Maybe summertime? Alright. Also, did you watch the Nintendo Direct yesterday? Because I know that has been a hot topic with people as of late. Because you have a Switch, right? Come on, what do we got? No, you didn't see it? Yeah, a lot of old JRPGs are actually going to be getting a new life on the Switch. And we got a new Super Mario Strikers coming. Stop resurrecting. God, you know, it's you kill them, they resurrect, kill them again, and it's just like, why do you want to do that to yourself? I'm pretty sure dying doesn't hurt any less the second time. But no, there were some interesting announcements. I actually managed to catch the whole thing. Also, since you haven't been here in a little bit, you don't know about this. We got a new command, and if you hit exclamation point QOTD, we have questions of the day now. So yeah, so for this one we're talking about game combinations that you would want. Calling it a game sandwich, I mean, it's better than calling it a game Reese's. For the old adage, you got chocolate in my peanut butter. You like that one? You know, I thought it was a fun one. I mean, I'm playing a beat-em-up that has roguelike elements. I wouldn't expect that to ever get made, but it works. Like, the different upgrades work well, the beat-em-up elements are fine. And you know, someone else probably had the same idea. But you never know who else is thinking the same thing. Like, hey, let's try and make a game that does this. And they work. So do you want me? I can lead with mine. So actually, what I think would be pretty cool is if we ever got a game that mixed like a Muso game, which is like your Dynasty Warriors, with a rhythm game. So the music would actually affect not only your like attack power and how much you can do, but also the amount of enemies on screen. So like the more intense the music, the more enemies you have. So it's kind of like you could kind of create that like crazy anime-esque opening of just taking down legions of enemies while just banger tracks are going. I think it'd be, and I think that'd also be great for like a relaxation game. Like some of us play games to unwind, and you need the right type of game to unwind. I absolutely adore rhythm games. I play so many rhythm games, it is like a second nature to me. But it also is why I can dodge something when it has, a very specific pattern. Because I'm used to reading a pattern, predicting it, and getting out of the way. Also, it's nice to have an audio cue. That's what, like, there's a boss in One Step from Eden that has audio cues for when you should dodge and when an attack is going to land. So what seems like, a just multitude of attacks coming at you that are impossible to dodge is actually much more manageable if you just opened your ears. Which, I mean, it's a simple adjustment. But yeah, I mean, we talk about game soundtracks and how game soundtracks have changed over the years and how people very much are into the soundtracks of games. I think we all listen to music and think like, oh, this could be like a scene in this or a scene in that. Especially, I would say, anime fans, because it becomes second nature after you watch enough openings. So yeah, let me swat legions of just, worthless enemies out of my way while, amazing music is playing in the background. Let me feel as dramatic as I behave. I think that's all anybody wants. Like celebrate how awesome I am. I think I want Life is Strange type interactions, but with guns. I still need to play Life is Strange. So you want something that's like very choice based, but you also want a shooter. And I imagine you want something where the shooting handles better than Mass Effect. Wouldn't that be Fallout? Wouldn't that mean Fallout is your jam when it's not terrible? Yeah. So Fallout. That's your game sandwich of choice. Yes. I've gone through all this dialogue already. Let me do this. Let me go after the Spider Queen, and let me just bury my blade in her face. No. Let's see. Let's up the attack speed. Ah, no. Also, I find the weird thing about all of those choice-based games are the ones that like to pretend that you have a choice, but really the game's, pretty railroaded for what you can and cannot do. Like, they really need to not make it where it's an illusion of choice. Like, make it a true choice-based game. Like, I think that was the thing that people realized with Telltale, is at a certain point, it doesn't matter what you do, the outcome's still the same. And, like, yeah, I know it's a lot to try to code a story and do that, but don't advertise it like my choices really make a difference when they don't. Alright. Oh, he blew up. Sometimes I miss that the enemies are blowing up after I kill them. Now let's try it out. Alright, give me some food. Alright, let me just go to the next area. What I also think is kind of going to be interesting is how the indie market's going to affect this console generation. Because with the companies buying up each other, I think we're all going to start turning into indie games a lot more. Which I am perfectly good with. Like I've been saying for years, the indie market's where it's at. Don't play AAA titles. Like, regardless of where you are on that, like, there's people who are happy about it, or, like, think, like, oh, this is, you know, going to be good for the industry, or that we're not going to end up with issues about it. Like, yes, Activision Blizzard right now is saying, oh, our games are still going to be multi-platform, but that's a for now issue. Yeah, I'm all in on indies right now. The indies where it's at, it's honestly better. Like, play games when people want to make the games, is what it comes down to. Like, I feel like some of the passion is lost on AAA developers. Especially when you work somewhere that's just a horrible environment. Like, every major AAA studio, I feel, has had a sex scandal at this point. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that to be how it is. Boot tops is such a problem. I've also started looking through games that had quieter releases because, you know, you miss everything that comes out. And the studio that used to make Burnout actually made a new game that's played in the style of Burnout. So I do need to test that game, see how it is. It looks like it only dropped on console, though, which is a bit upsetting. But, like, Burnout 3 Takedown is probably one of my favorite games, so I'm excited to kind of play that again and just, you know, play just some chaos racing. Where it's not about how good you are at driving, it's about how good you are at making everyone else crash. Which, I mean, that's a skill in itself. Love Burnout Paradise. See, Paradise I was okay with. I kind of like the old ones where they were... Like, some people are going to, you know, criticize this, but I don't mind linear games. Especially now when my schedule is, you know, completely consumed. If you give me a game that I don't have to go open world and explore, I am honestly happy. Because I don't have time for it. Like, the games have gotten to be just too big. Okay. And you're summoning, because you're a boss, and every good boss fight has summoning. That's part of their mechanics. And poison. Ah! I dropped right in the poison like a fool. But yeah, I think I read somewhere that part of the reason that Burnout was kind of killed off as a franchise was not only because they wanted to make just Need for Speed, but I hear some of the car manufacturers didn't like watching their cars get destroyed like that. Which I guess I can understand. Like, you, oh, there it goes. Don't worry, we got to revive. Like, when the entire game is watching your beloved product get destroyed, I can imagine that's a little disheartening. Also, destroying cars, I imagine, is expensive on the developer. There it goes. Okay. Like, could you imagine, like, you cost everyone so much money to destroy these vehicles, and then no one buys your game? Okay. Chilled enemies will damaging chilled enemies will discharge a large frost explosion that freezes everything on screen. Can totally work with that. Okay. We're doubling down on the freeze mechanics. Okay. What can you give me? Do that, or... Oh yeah. Totally give me that. And that. I attack faster and I get spinning blades of doom. In it to win it. Okay. And then, because I'm doing so much frost damage, roll with that. Come on. Alright. Think I got it. I love that the item for upgrading crit damage is just a screwdriver. Oh! Snap, what was that? Oh, that is broken. Why would I even run this? Oh! I did not expect that. I did not expect the frost damage to be like that crazy. I'm like, oh yeah, I got some nice synergy going. No, I've created a dang monster. Ooh, I'm gonna talk so much shit now. I'm about to be insufferable at this game. Okay. Let's see. Yep, I'll take that. Like, I can't be the only one who saw that. Like, the instant end of an entire room. Okay. Oh, can't go up. Like, that is insane. Like, you guys should get a union, because nobody should be subjected to this abuse right now. It gave me a restock. Yeah. So now when I get hit, it does almost 1,000 damage back to the enemies in a nice little pain aura. Okay. Give me something good. Unionize back. Hell, they need it! I am all for unionizing. They need some representation. The benefits can't be that good. This Cthulhu beast looking thing. And then Swamp Thing. Let's see. Yeah, give me the spinning blades. Let me attack faster. Yeah, let's just do more damage on that too. Feeling good. Feeling good about this run right now. Though, speaking of unions, that is my segue to. It is interesting watching how this whole thing where Starbucks workers are trying to unionize is going, because you can tell that corporate is fighting them so hard about it. And union busting is a disgusting thing that businesses do, which is in no way legal. My favorite is still working jobs where they tell you, oh, we don't need a union. Like, don't you like it where you can talk face to face with your manager? Yeah, if your manager is ever locatable in jobs like that. And, you know, if everything wasn't a terminate at will scenario where your employees are just so afraid of everything going on that they don't say anything. Totally a great system. Like, who doesn't love that? Employees cowering in fear because anything they do can be used against them. Yeah, unionize the Starbucks. Like, they claim to be such a great company, and, you know, they don't want to call them employees, they are partners. Then, treat your partner right. Anyone you are willing to call a partner is someone you should be willing to treat properly. Alright, let's see. Nope. I don't want to convert my electric into a frost attack. Okay. Now let's go up against the boss I have yet to beat. Planto. Which is such a stupid name. Literally, something called Planto, I'm going to be like, oh, this is easy. That's not a good... Look at this thing. It just consumes. Ugh. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. This will become an absolute nightmare to deal with. Because you're trying to heal, which I hate that. Hate that for me. Stupid solar beam. You need a whole turn to charge that up. What is this? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Fire punch. Just die already. Please just die already. Thank you. Ugh. I didn't like that. Do not recommend. Ooh, 5th attack's always critical. I like it. I like the combos. Also, this is the first time I've gotten this far. Did you find the ID card? This is it, right? Might not exactly be squeaky clean. It was inside of that plant thing. That's fine, it's not me who's going to be taking it. Look, the lift and its surroundings are in Esperanza's territory, so the ship won't be able to approach it. Teleporting inside of there is also out of the question. It will be best to take the train to the lift. I'll send you to a city near the train station. There should be gangs who've taken over the area. Go past them to get to the station. Why does it feel like I'm the only one doing anything around here? Because you are the main character. That's not true. I'm helping you. I wish you good luck. You really need to learn how to cheer people up. Alright, let's see. New area. I have no idea what the enemy types are like. I have no patterns that are memorized. Love the voice acting. I tried to add some fun to it. Look, you gotta add a little bit of flair to it. We'll do this one. Though that does remind me, I haven't submitted anything for voice acting as of late. I've kind of fallen behind on doing that. Plus, some of the stuff I watch, like the recruiting things, have just been asking for like roles that are just feminine voices, which that is not the category that I am in. Just means that I spread out the information to whoever I can find that would be interested. You know, it's like that whole thing I was saying, is someone's gonna make it, and if one person makes it, everybody has to make it, because you gotta push them to the front with you. I'm lying, I don't say push them, I say drag them. I've told so many of my friends I will drag you to the top if I have to. Because I am a good friend and I believe in their dreams. Plus, I think part of this whole thing with the pandemic is people started to reinvest in their dreams and also not accept nonsense for jobs, which I am really happy to see. I'm really happy to see everyone just kind of telling jobs screw off, because they never cared about us. The classic sign that a job is going to abuse you is when they say that we are a family here. Never good. Because they mean that. It's just that they mean it in the sense that family's going to take advantage of you for everything that they can. Whoops. Ooh. Auto recover, you say? Give me that. Yeah, let's do that. 4% increase on crits. Hey, a wanted poster. I look good. I look hella good. No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh, dang, one of them got me from afar. Okay, so we got enemies that have decent range attacks and now enemies that teleport behind me to cut me in the back. It's fine, this is fine. Can you give me any upgrades? No. Let's try for this. Let's go. No, 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 no. Also, did I just murder a Mr. T lookalike? Because I haven't really been paying attention to the enemies because I've just been murdering them. But I believe he had the mohawk and giant gold arms. Which, I mean, fun character design, but get the hell out of my face. Okay. I'll take that over the 12% crit rate. Okay. We're still only on danger level 7. It's funny, I was playing this one time and I allowed the danger level to get all the way up to 12. Miserable. Not where you want to be. BRB? Oh, that's fine. Take your time. On to the next episode. Oh, no. None of that. Okay. Let's get some healing. There we go. Woo! Can I cheese the game right now? I can cheese the game by taking a water break and getting some health back. Oh, jeez. Just gathering a little bit of health. Getting that back where it needed to be. Okay. Well, that was fun. Yes, increase ice core damage. Okay. Crit damage or just. Let's see a boss fight. This is going to be a time. Because I feel like this boss fight is coming up. Take that. Been lurking a little bit while trying to get little Phoenix ready for bed and deal with her cold. So this one's going all right. I played it before it had full release, and like there's a few quality of life changes, but the negative quality of life change is that the controller doesn't always work. I had to mess with it before. There was a time where I had to reset my computer, unplug everything, plug it back in, start the game with it not installed. I'm actually playing it with keyboard right now, and somehow playing it on keyboard I've gotten further than I've ever gotten. So, I mean, hooray. But yeah, like, I'm using Z as my jump key, X for basic attacks, C is dash, and I just said screw everything that's on the other panel. Like, I'll occasionally use this, but I'm pretty much opted to use nothing that requires mana unless I absolutely can get away with it in that moment. Also, I forgot I can still do this. I forgot I can rev up this weapon. Oh well. But yeah, I essentially doubled and tripled down on Frost as my playstyle. So it's essentially just freezing enemies, causing a frost explosion, and then moving into the next set of enemies. But no, it's fun. I mean, the game's pretty well polished. Like, I'm glad they took the time for early access. They even said with the game that they wanted to... Oh, let's see. Hell yeah. We're going to do that one. They actually were going to do another character, but opted against it because they wanted to make sure that the game was finished. So, at some point there's going to be a fourth character added to the roster. But yeah, if I was playing this with a controller instead of keyboard and mouse, I'd be doing a lot better right now. Plus, I don't know what this boss fight's going to be like, so that's always fun, finding it. It's a giant mech. I see you in the background with your little pistons for legs. Big old punchy gauntlets. I'm fighting a giant robot. Oh, look at you powering up like Gypsy Danger. Oh no! What was that? Did it too soon. Oh! Did I expect that? Got it. First try. Always enjoyed ice builds. Ice builds are fun. It's all about disabling everything that comes your way. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, I can't afford that. Let's see. Also, ice is more... Yeah, first time, every time. The ice build means that I can reduce the damage I take, which is kind of a safety net. Okay. Esperanza's Halt. Defeat all the enemies. Let's go. Also, the game has a very fun cyberpunk aesthetic to it. And it's like real cyberpunk, because everything is awful. No. It's like fighting a freaking Zapdos. Okay, let's do this. Yes, more damage to frozen enemies. Ugh, poison trail. So you're like, you dare? Yeah, it's a freaking nightmare dealing with that. Oh, what upgrade do I want? Let's take another one of these. You know what? Reduce attack and speed. I will further cripple my enemies. Okay. Okay. When below 30-70% increase. Okay. Ah! I hate you with every fiber of my being. You are the worst enemy type in this game so far. You know, the immunity to being shocked, I didn't think was something I needed until this stage. Let's see. Can I get immunity shocked? Restock. 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 Another restock. Couldn't get lucky. Let's just increase our crit damage. I'm gonna hit the next level of danger anyhow. So I'll take those heals. Lurking while I make some food, get ready for evening times. Oh, that's fine. Lurk's completely fine. It's 11:27 already. It's late. Oh, look at you. You're a cool little Frost Knight, dude. Yeah, they did a good job with the soundtrack to this game. Alright, increase damage by 80% when I'm below 30% health. Okay, so those last-ditch efforts should help. Nope. And you again. Nope. Oh, I do nothing with my sub-weapon. Because I completely ignored that weapon type. There we go. Now it's just you guys. I mean, I could just let the poison do the job for me. Also, I heal, so we're about to cheese this. I apologize for everybody watching, hoping that this is an exciting finish, but I'm just going to let the poison do it and shoot the occasional frost thing. Like, the game's already at max difficulty. So yeah, I hope everyone's night's going well. This is safe strat. So yeah, it's literally the safest strat that I have. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Trying to get myself a beverage. You know what? Having a good time. So, gonna get a Western Sun out here. Oh geez, why did I do this? Why did I do that? There we go. Yeah, and let's just take a health one. There we go. Alright. Electra. Okay. So you're finally here. Yeah, I was on a stroll, thought I'd drop by. I'm pretty sure that this game started, if I remember, with her just, you know, raining lightning bolts on me. Your petty revengeance here, Ingrate. Ingrate? What oh so merciful thing have you done for me besides steal my life away from under my nose? You deceived me, killed my parents, and used me like a hound. There's as many dead men as there are stars in the night sky. Oh, I like that. That's a good quote. However, you're not one of them, thanks to him. I fed the chosen children, gave them a roof over their heads, taught them how to survive. Is that not mercy? Oh, you're like the mama from Promised Neverland. You being here, running that mouth of yours is all thanks to him. You be grateful to him for even being alive. Yeah, I mean, it's good dialogue. It's quite funny that you're so angry now when you had not a care for those below when you knew nothing. You know, someone once asked me why I was headed to the floating city. It was a why you try to save the world kind of question, you know? Wanna know what I said? I just don't like you guys. Cut the chit-chat and just do your job. I'm here to do mine. Oh, we about to fight it out. She's probably gonna kick my ass. Oh, shit. What was that? No. You can't... That's not an opening move. Do-overs. You can't just open with, like, dropping that much. Okay, so she telegraphs her attacks, and you always want to be in the right position. Got it. Stop. I see chat's moving. I will get to it in just a moment. Ugh, I was in the bad spot. Oh, you're healing. Great. I detest that. I don't know what that is. Oh, I don't like it. That's what it is. Do it. Whew. I swear, I'm more entertaining this. I'm just laser focused right now. Oh! Dang it! Let me Electra. I just realized the joke. Hollow Knight, great fun. Oh, hold on. I gotta scroll back in chat. Again, if I was not on keyboard and I was playing with a controller, that could have been so different. Reminds me of some Hollow Knight boss fights. Can never beat any of those. Probably couldn't beat this either. Just realized the joke. Hollow Knight is great fun. I think I got to 110%. Don't want to bother with the last two. Have to try it again one day. Great atmosphere. Yeah, getting lost is probably normal. Oh, where was I? Some definite Dark Souls vibes. Never mind. I actually have not played a lot of Dark Souls. Oh, that was so... I was doing really well for that to have been my first time fighting that boss. Like, I got her mechanics down really quick to be able to keep that fight going. Like, I was making mistakes on dodging when she was changing between the horizontal and vertical attacks, but that's working with what I got. But dang it, that was actually really fun. It was a great fight. Please stop getting... See, that's when it's good, when you're like watching something, you're like, hold on, let me see where this is going. And the thing is, I was still getting the shocks that were causing me to delay. So that was also like on my mind. Let's try a flame run. Just holding the laptop. Let's see. We'll go with this one. Okay, Jack the Instructor. Come on, let's see what we got. I'm buying out all the upgrades just so that I have them. Okay, sustenance entering lurk mode. Oh, chicken tacos. That's a decent one to have. But I imagine this game gets easier the further in you get because they, have a level system towards certain upgrades. Okay. Yeah, so I wasted my one revive because I wasn't paying attention. It would have been great if I saved it for that fight, because that was intense. Whew. Yeah, so like once I'm level 29, so I'm really close, but once I hit level 30, then I can do this, like these desperation skills. Like, when I'm low, getting better. When you kill an enemy with skill, you start to AP. Oh! Killing enemies with skills heals me? That's good. Execute by 1 whenever you defeat an elite. Reduce damage taken when you're lower than 30%. Heal more. Yeah, once I get some of these skills, I'll probably have an easier chance. Man. That is unfortunate. You know what? Let me try a different weapon this time. Alright. Third hit normal attacks creates an AoE explosion. Hell yeah! Ooh, or boomerang axe. I'll go with the boomerang. Yep, that's it. That's the move. Let's see how this run goes. Gotta be a little bit more deliberate with this weapon. Bye. I'll take bonus damage when I'm at full health. If I can keep it full, though. Like, I just need the freaking keyboard controller issue to be fixed. Alright. Yeah, we'll do some skill cooldown. What do we got? Increase crit damage. Let's roll. No, because I don't use the sub-weapon. Come on. Let's see if Sophia's got anything good for me. Let's see. Permanently increase dash by 1 and also increase 15 attack of normal attacks and attack speed by... Yeah. No, I reduced my skill cooldown, so maybe I'll do that. Let's try it. We'll try that with that. Let's see how I can work with the increase to my skill cooldown. Sweet. Okay. That works out because I've like taken some reduction to my health, so if I can quickly get it back, it'll be like it never happened. Ooh. Okay, let's go. Sucks to suck, losers. Let's see. Ice explosion when I dash. It's a purple. We'll take purple. Oh, we're already at this fight. Okay. Let's roll. Game over. Ooh, do that. If you're frosted, you have a easier chance of getting messed up. You know, do that. Give me a heal. I don't have enough for one of your upgrades. What would they have been? Stunned enemies. Okay. Oh, okay. Power Wave. Oh, so excited for King of Fighters. Reading Power Wave literally just makes me think about it. Even though I don't play Terry Bogard, like... Unfortunately, Kensu's not in the game, so I have to figure out who I'm going to play. Yeah, I'm hyped up for King of Fighters. But literally, I read Power Wave and I just think about Terry Bogard. What's funny is the way that I got into King of Fighters is because there was an anime movie for Fatal Fury that I happened to catch on Sci-Fi late at night. And I was just like, well, what is this? And that kind of started finding out more about it until I got into King of Fighters, which my first one was like 98 or 99. Back when they had year releases. So like I played the Fatal Fury games, then I played the King of Fighter games. I even have, I think I still can find my copy of 99 on PlayStation 1 somewhere. And then of course I play a lot of the Capcom vs. SNK games because it was a nice like as much as Marvel vs. Capcom is fun, Capcom vs. SNK was nice because they like were two fighting game franchises. Okay. We'll do that. So it just kind of meshed well. Need it immediately. I mean, it's going to be a good time. They may have skipped out on certain characters, but we'll have to see how this DLC pack goes. I mean, I already have to deal with the fact that Geese is back, and Geese Howard gives me nightmares. Not even getting into the fact that he has a form called Nightmare Geese. So, like, one of the things SNK is known for is hard boss fights. Like, it's... like their whole thing is, oh, if you're fighting an SNK boss, they're going to be hard. They read you, they punish you, they have like inputs being done that are not humanly possible. And they always have a counter for what you're doing. Oh man, I remember that anime movie. See? Someone else has seen it. Yeah, that's what got me started into King of Fighters. Started me down that rabbit hole. Yes, Geese is Rock's dad. So Rock Howard, all of his movesets are a combination of Geese's movesets and Terry Bogard's movesets. And one of the other things that Geese is really known for is that his super, the Raging Storm. Raging Storm was a pretzel command. So people used to despise it because it was a pretzel command. And so I'm saying pretzel command, and I'm going to go through how you do it. I mean, for anyone who knows numpad notation, like if you know the directions according to a number pad, that's what you had to hit. So it was 1, 6, 3, 2, 1, 4, and then you had to hit 3. So your thumb is doing this whole thing to be able to pull that off. I used to be able to do the Neo Deadly Storm, which was his like ultimate super, which was not easy to pull off. So yeah, I gotta see if I still got the skills for it. But yeah, Geese was a nightmare. So bad. Like, that's why Rock has counters in his kit. The counters are... He got that from Geese, being able to counter people. I went back and played Capcom vs. SNK 2 and literally got destroyed by all of the counters. Like, every move I did, the computer read it, and I just got punished. So, Cypress, are you getting the new one? Because it's coming out, it's literally coming out next week. I was trying to figure out who else is going to have it because I'm going to be insufferable as soon as that game comes out. Haven't played King of Fighters in years. I mean, this is a reason to get back in. They did this whole thing of shattering expectations, so like characters I have not seen in years are back. Like they brought back K9999, who looked like Tetsuo from Akira, but like they've updated his design, and I honestly never expected to see that character come back because SNK got into a whole lawsuit about him. But yeah, that, I mean, it seemed like such a like silly tagline to just keep saying, "Oh, shattering expectations, shattering expectations," and then I mean, they kind of followed through. There were some surprise characters coming out. The game looks good. Here we go. 2 HP every 3 seconds. Gonna make that work. Especially because I have a skill where I do more damage if I'm at full health. So if I never let myself get into a bad spot, I will be a dang monster. Oh, that hit me. I thought I was out of range. Okay, bosses are gonna start healing when I fight them. Got it. Yeah, I actually have every King of Fighters you can get on Steam. I even have the Last Blade one in too. I haven't picked up Samurai Showdown on Steam yet, the like latest one that just came out. Which I don't even know if that game's like still doing well. Oh, and the new King of Fighters is going to have the netcode in order, so... Because I think they've realized that on PC people weren't playing fighting games because there was the issue of, you know, online not holding up. So yeah, rollback netcode is going to be in the new King of Fighters. And I know when BlazBlue got that update, it really kind of brought the game back. I hate fighting you so much. Nope, out of range. Shoot. Ah, wrong way. Got it. Still had Terry and Rocket. So, but yeah, the last Team Fighters thing I did was one, not actually Mark of Gar of the Wolves. Yeah, Gar of the Wolves is the one that's got Rock and those other characters, and like Kim Kafwan's son, who Kim not being in the game still is like insane, since he's been like a mainstay for so long. Ooh, I like that. Do miss some Capcom vs. K2. You know, I booted up my PS3 and played it again, and trying to do Sakura against Geese. Poor decision. Like, it was just such a bad time. Like, I admit I'm a little out of practice, but that was more than being out of practice. That is just a massacre. Had a friend getting really good at Akuma, and I remember having to practice not getting hit by a super that does like half your health if it lands. Oh, yeah. That super, my brother played Akuma, so I got used to fighting Akuma. That's the thing. I have two brothers, and we play fighting games growing up. Literally as much practice as you can get in that setup. And everyone had their own playstyle, so... Having to retrain yourself to dodge the super instead of blocking, it took a while. Yeah, I mean, but that one, at least, since you know how often it will be coming... Plus, the input commands really don't allow for any mistakes with that attack. Hey, Blight. Yeah, my older brother played Akuma. He plays Akuma, Ken, and Guile. Now, see, that's where it gets bad. Is once he picks Guile, just sit down. Not much. Just we're talking about fighting games at this point. Because King of Fighters is coming out next week. And I have it pre-ordered, so definitely going to be streaming it. I mean, the first probably hour or so will be practice before we go online, and then I get my butt spanked. Oh. Missed my last workplace. We kept doing fighting games during breaks and lunch. I mean, that sounds fun. There was a point where I had my coworkers from my one job all get together and we did a fighting game night. And, like, we kind of did it in a tournament format, and victory just got you a stronger beer. So by the end of it, you know, everyone's drinking beer that's like 12% alcohol, so it got a little bit fun. A little messy. Alright. Alright, we'll do the frost arrows because it's a nice little safety spell. You did your place up north. You were telling me about the fighting games on lunch and break. See, we're finding out secrets now. We're finding out everyone's into fighting games. Let's see. I'll do this. Get my skill cooldown. Were you telling me about that night the next day? It got kind of crazy. But yeah, my brother playing Guile used to suck, because the thing is, you have to approach charge characters, because they're doing the whole down back thing, so you don't know if they're going to hit you with the up attack or if they're going to do the forward attack, so you kind of have to know the space for all their attacks and make them waste it. But I mean, that's not the character type I have the worst time with. My personal worst type of character to fight is grapple characters. Like, setting me up against a grapple character is just, it's a recipe for frustration. And that doesn't mean I can't play grapple characters. I'm actually decent with a lot of grapplers. I can't abide by it. Like, if a grappler is just a character made to disrespect. Three Wheels is also a big fighting guy, but mostly Tekken. So yeah, Three Wheels knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say grapplers disrespect you, because King is awful. Like, let me hit you with this series of throws that you can do nothing about. Just put the controller down. This is going to be a while. Kodo was my jam in Third Strike, and she has no range one, so yeah, go in or go home. See, rushdown characters are fun. They really are. Like, I mean, I play Bang in Blaze Blue, and a lot of his playstyle is rushdown, which is great because some of his moves actually increases his agility. And, I mean, my favorite part is still when you actually use his, like, super, his one super that you have to, like, get all of your gauge charge for, like a special gauge. It starts playing a theme song, like a really loud, over-the-top theme song for him. That's sung by Kageyama Hironobu, the guy who did the old Dragon Ball Z opening, and he's like the lead singer of Jam Project. For anyone who knows any of what I'm talking about. But if you've ever heard like Cha-La Head Cha-La, it's him. So just to like, when you get to a certain point, just hear him start just yelling the character's name tells you it's going to be a good time. I mean, Blaze Blue has a really good soundtrack because, like, it's done by Daisuke Ishwatari, who does Guilty Gear, so it's a very, like, rock-focused soundtrack. I really should play the game more. Like, when they did that update, I was playing it a bit harder, but, you know, all this child rearing takes up my schedule. Okay, let's do this. What do we got? Oh, yeah, increased fire damage. Dang it, couldn't get out of there fast enough. Oh man, we're after midnight. That came quick. Also, this talk of fighting games brings me to bring up Soul Calibur. Have you been playing more of that, Nard, or have you just gave it up after you got smacked? Because I know your lady was giving you the business. Who else got mad at me for playing Ho-Rong despite Three Wolves being Taekwondo master? I mean, but also Ho-Rong is a character that is easy to like send people in a rage over. I used to play Paul back in Tekken 2, and if you could land that charge punch, we used to call it Lucky Punch, it took out so much health. You literally could do that, then run after the character and stomp on them, and end the match in a single move. But for Tekken, Brian Fury was my character. Like, I don't know, I just like Brian Fury. Oh, and then when they did that whole thing where Jin changed up so much for Tekken 4, because when he stopped using the Mishima style, that's when my brother really got into playing Jin. I got decent with Heihachi, but Heihachi's another character where you really have to know what you're doing if you play him. Oh, I'm in a corner! Get over here. Can fully admit that she's better than me at the game. I mean, it happens. Everyone's got their game. Everyone has a game that they are known for. But I will say, in Soul Calibur 6, 2B is freaking broken. Wait, 2B like Nier Automata? Yeah, she's in Soul Calibur. And you can switch between the different weapons, so like she uses the lance, the gauntlets, and the heavy sword and standard sword. But she's just disgusting in that game. Oh! Dang it, I got caught in Charlotte's web. I love playing Voldo and Taki. I played Mitsurugi. That was my character of choice. Also, like back when Nightmare wasn't split off from Siegfried, I got decent with like the different stance changes. Wait, what happened? There it goes. She's so god tier. I love 2B. 2B is insane in that game. I still should probably feel bad about how many times I've listened to that soundtrack, though. Just such a good game. You know, that makes me want tea. You got tea on my brain now, Blight. It's really good as my Soul Calibur champ. Try to remember who I did for Tekken. Yeah, it's funny, too, because, like, depending on which game it is, also changes who you were playing. Also, is anyone a Dead or Alive fan? Because that's another one that I haven't touched in years. Like, for some reason I feel like Dead or Alive is one of the less popular fighting games. Probably because it looks bad. When you, like, say, oh, I play Dead or Alive, people kind of side-eye you. But, like, when the Xbox 3... not even 360, when the original Xbox dropped, and Dead or Alive was on there, that's what you played. I also feel like more fighting games need to be tag fighting games, where you can play it with... you know, another person, where you can do a 2-on-2 tournament, because that's just fun. I think people don't like it because you have to be so in sync with your partner, because you have to be able to tag in and know that you're tagging in and then hit people with combos. Used to love tag in and tag out, 2v2 and Def Jam. Yeah, it seems like a mechanic that really just doesn't get used enough because people are so used to doing it all themselves. It's like, no, force two people to play together and let's get some more tagging in fighting games. Especially with the fighting game scene coming back. Which is crazy to me because, like, fighting games were so big in, like, the 90s and early 2000s that now it's becoming a culture again. But as much as I'm glad fighting games are popular again, I don't think I'll ever actually be good enough to go to a tournament. It's just not in my skill level. Trying to think what's the like most popular ones right now are the ones that are doing pretty good. I'm surprised by Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, which is actually a solid game. Even though you're thinking like, oh, a fighter for Power Rangers, how good can it be? It's freaking amazing. And the whole Lord Dracone like plot line, I think, is a really good plot line. Also, for anyone not knowing what I'm talking about, I can go into that, what Lord Dracone is for Power Rangers. So, yeah, Lord Dracone is, what they decided to do is they did a storyline where Tommy, like the original Green Ranger Tommy, never turned good. He actually ended up staying evil, turning against Rita Repulsa, murdering Lord Zed and taking his power, and becoming like this evil overlord that murdered other Power Rangers and like subjugated some of them to join him. So he essentially became this like evil overlord. And the grid is what Power Rangers pull their strength from. And there's like different rules about how your power crystal attaches to a specific color in the color spectrum, and no two Power Rangers have the exact same color. Was that recent? I say in the last few years. They did a run of comics concerning it, and people were really happy with it. Just the plotline, I think, it's insane. Like, one of the things he talks about is killing Jason. Like the original Red Ranger. No, took him out. And you just have to kind of like sit there and say, like, who decided that we needed this super dark Power Ranger story? And I am totally here for it. But it's like really cool. And in Battle for the Grid, you can play as him. So he fights with both the dagger and a sword. So he's got like some cool combos. The Black Ranger uses like there's like a military of them, so there's like a bunch of them. It's just weird. I mean, I can boot up Battle for the Grid. It's, like I said, it's one of the fighting games where there is good netcode. And it's an Xbox Play Anywhere title, so the fact that I bought it on my Xbox One means I can play it on the PC. Which is always good. I like whenever they do that. This is like one of the good moves by Microsoft of just saying, like, yeah, we know that you're probably not just one or the other, but let's make it so you don't have to rebuy every game. Ah, you stupid nurses. Take you out. Yeah, no, it's really crazy and really cool. And like for Battle for the Grid, I'm surprised by some of the Rangers that they picked. Like they just tried to like branch out to a lot of the different ones, even including the Quantum Ranger. And for anyone who knows who the Quantum Ranger is, it's from Time Force. The cool thing about the Quantum Ranger is the guy who played that Ranger actually became a voice actor at a point, and he is Virgil in the Devil May Cry franchise. And the voice actor for Nero in Devil May Cry is also a Power Rangers veteran, and the one who suggested it to him doing voice acting. Which is my fun little trivia about Power Rangers, is that there's 2 Power Rangers who are voice actors and in Devil May Cry. 'Just die already. Like, you were bleeding, you were on fire, like, just let it end. Okay. There we go. Damage done more to frozen enemies. Waiting on that skill. %5 chance to change damage to 1. Let's see if the cards are in my favor. Yes. Parms Factoids that the Pink Rangers in an amazing movie called Interstate 60. I don't know that movie, but I know she was also in a show where there was a I think it was like a SWAT team that she was part of. And it's good to see some of them still getting work after Power Rangers, because a lot of them are dead. So there's a thing called the Power Rangers curse, and you start to find out that a lot of people who were in that show aren't around anymore. It's like a weird factoid. Watch Interstate 60 if you can find it. It's very good. Also, wasn't she in Suzy Q? Which, if anyone remember, that was like a Disney movie where the girl died and someone was talking to the ghost, and it's a really weird one, actually. A lot of those old Disney Channel movies are strange. Like Smart House was a weird one. Okay, up against a boss fight. So, I don't see myself beating this boss fight, which is perfectly fine, because it just means that this is going to be an endpoint. But we'll see if I can take on Planto. Which, for such a stupid name, why is it such a horrible fight? I'm also just giving a check to see who is online and where we will send everybody on. Okay, gotta get up here. Nope, not fast enough. Unaware of this curse? Yeah, no, there's a lot of people who, after Power Rangers, something crazy happened. There was a guy who, like, murdered his roommates with a katana. There was, you know, the original Yellow Ranger died in a car accident. Okay, it looks like Planto is about to make my day so much worse. How did I not die? And Solar Beam again. Up, there it goes. Oh my goodness, I just Googled the Power Ranger curse and wow. Yeah! It's a lot. But that actually was my last run of the night, and I went a little bit over, so I'm going to get out of here. I'm just taking a look at who is online and where I can send everyone else's night on to. You know what? It looks like AKL is playing Guilty Gear. And since we were talking about fighting games tonight, I think that's going to be a good spot to send everyone. And you know what? Hey, Niato. Oh, yeah, Billy was bullied really bad. Thanks for stopping in. You're actually catching me right as I'm getting out of here, but always good to have you here. Yeah, what they did to Billy was disgusting. That is going to be a conversation I will have to get to later, though. For now, I'm going to have to send everyone else's night on. We are going to raid AKL Trifecta, who is playing a little bit of Guilty Gear Strive right now. So, I think it's good we had a conversation about fighting games. We're just going to kind of roll on. So, I remember who I was playing in Tekken. It was Jin for a while, but yeah, then all the changes to him. Yeah, I mean, he went through a big old change to his kit. So yeah, I'm going to send us on to AKL. I hope everyone has a good night. This is going to be Brewer out.